Hello, geeks and gamers, and welcome back to the Demon Souls remake. In the last episode, we made it to what is presumably the final boss, King Allant. And he's beaten us a couple of times. I did mention I was going to go grab the Dragon Bone Smasher, which I had. Starting it off right here a bit unceremoniously, because as I was waiting to see if any random summon signs would pop up, we got invaded, and I don't want to deal with that, so we are going to get to the top. We're going to fire up. Honestly, I probably should have waited to fire up. I thought I was closer. We're going to see if we can do some better work with the Dragon Bone Smasher. Huh. Okay, there it goes. I was going to say, excuse me. He is a relentless ass old man, isn't he? Sir, let me heal. Still playing this fire up on my weapon here. Shit. She smashed. I shouldn't have healed there. Oh well. Run. Heal. Oh, come on. Shit. Don't let me get this close and then fucking come on, heal up right in front of this fucking place. Got him. Ooh, got your ass, old man. False king. That implies that there's a true king? Are we not done here? Well, no. Here's the... This has got to be it, right? Am I linking the fire? Am I... There's nothing back here. I can't sit in the throne.
How did you defeat my demonic reflection?
Hello?
How many souls might you have devoured, I wonder?
A lot.
The rest is up to the Old One. If it is to be, then you shall be beckoned.
Okay. Throne of the False King, Archson of the False King Demon, the man who wielded untold power, calmly watching over the kingdom from on high, was not, in fact, the old King Allant, but a demonic impostor who stood in his place. The true king dwells with the Old One. So now that I'm done, do I just go back here? Because it says the old one dwells within the Nexus. So is the final boss fight inside the Nexus? What the hell? Oh. Oh, that was cool. Hello. Alright, well first I'm going
I was worried
to
sick.
Get more of that and more of those.
We are indebted to you for you fight on our behalf.
Yeah, I just want those out. I think for now we'll go back to my other setup. You know, let's rock out with the basic axe. If the boss is tough, then I will revert to.
Are you certain? Are you sure?
I will revert to my Dragonbone Smasher.
You have your...
You give me anything for a lot soul? No. Well, it's not the soul of a lot, is it? Still.
Oh, do you have further...
Did I even get a soul from him?
I see. I certainly
Yeah.
cannot force you.
Huh. I mean, since I'm using my big boy...
I was worried sick.
I could probably go ahead and go back to my previous setup here. It wasn't the gloom stuff, I was using... Yeah, the dark silver. I'm currently using the gloom greaves because they are quite good.
Where are you off to?
My X button is already starting to stick on this. That doesn't bode well at all. Alright, well let's talk to her real quick.
Hark, I hear a voice of yore. The old one calls for thee.
I'm about to whoop
Let
his
us
old
proceed
ass.
below to its lair.
Can I level up first? Nope, we're just going straight to it. Alright. Whee! And we just... and game's over. Oh. Oh, that does not look like a fun fight. Am I fighting that thing? What the fuck even is that thing? It's a fucking forest monster. It's fucking massive. Look at the birds flying around it. Or am I going inside
Old
that
one,
thing?
I have granted thy wish.
Wait, what?
A new demon. Come now, be good.
Wait a second. Have we been secretly working for the old one this entire time? Is she betraying us right now? Alright. Is there any goodies around here? This is just a massive fucking area. So if I return the Nexus, is she going to be there and allow me to level up? Because I would like to not go into another fight with 166,000 souls. Let's see, just for investigation's sake. I'm kind of hoping that's not like a final area. Like I'm really hoping it's just like a boss. She does not seem to be here. Alright, fine. Maybe if I talk to her down there before going into the mouth of the fucking ancient one here, she'll let me level up. It's a big ass sword. Hi.
Let us proceed below to its lair.
Oh, so you're coming with me?
Let us proceed below.
Okay. Come along then.
You have been chosen by the Old One.
Alright.
Will you seek the everlasting demon souls? Or has the monumental blinded you? Whatever your choice, you are our first visitor. May you be welcome here.
Alright.
Surely you have seen for yourself the pain and suffering that fills this world. But God is merciful,
What is going on
and
here?
so created the Old One.
He is very
Poison to poison. The Old One will feed upon our souls and put an end to this tragedy.
So this is the true one. He's just like a glob of grossness. Let's take a look at him real quick. He is just like a glob of gross. Like you can't even see any distinguishing features. He is literally just a glob with a sword. And is arguably the easiest fight in this whole game so far. He kind of reminds me a bit of fucking what's his name in Dark Souls 2, Jabba the Hutt. That boss, that like he literally just bops around for a bit, and you just walk to his side and kick his ass.
You fool! Don't you understand? No one wishes to go on.
Wait, what? I don't understand. What is this? Remove the sword. Alright, so that's the soul brand. Magical based. A blade that can cut the very soul, held for generations by the Boletarian royal family, paired with its counterpart Demon Brand to form Northern Regalia. Since its coronation, the sword has never left King Alant's side. The closer to the soul of the wielder is to a demon, the more powerful this blade becomes. No wonder it was chosen by King Alant himself. I am super confused right now. Hi.
Thy work is done,
Okay. Is that it? Did I beat it?
Slayer of demons. Go back above. The Nexus shall imprison thee no longer.
It's like I have my freedom. But he said nobody wants to go on.
I shall
don't know
lull
what
the
that,
old
what that
one back to
means.
slumber.
What do you mean nobody wants to go on? So this is where I'm going to have a choice, yeah? It's going to be probably either follow her or actually leave.
The old one and I shall slumber evermore, as it should be. Thou mayst go, be gone to thy world. The old one, thou mayst go. Thou mayst go.
Huh. Okay, maybe not.
My thanks. At last, the end is in sight.
Like,
Thou mayst go.
I don't know, okay. I would assume that it would give me the... 'cause every Dark Souls game has a choice at
My
the end.
thanks.
It's either like, hey,
At last.
light the fire or let the Age of Dark come past. So I would assume that this one would be no different, that there would be some sort of option. You know?
The old one, along with the maiden, was swept back into the lulling fog. Volataria was spared from the demons, but also lost its knowledge of the soul arts. The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the unstable world has another monumental to hold its fabric together. A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
Okay. That's it. That's it. It's over. Wow. Okay. That's weird. Normally it gives you, like I said, a choice. So I don't know if maybe you have to do something specific to get another ending. Like in Dark Souls 3, there was, an ending where you had to specifically go get the pair of eyes. Anyway, so time for my usual end game wrap up. I love this game. God, I really, it was great. It's not my favorite Souls game. I think Dark Souls 3 is still going to maintain that title. But it was really, really amazing to finally play the one Souls game that I had never played. Especially now with, beautiful re-rendered graphics. Blue Point Studio really, really did an amazing job. I've seen some of like the older graphics, some of the older gameplay, and really saw how much they just, you can tell it's a love letter. You can tell that they really took their time going in and just revamping everything. So God, it was great. It was beautiful. It was a testament to the power of the PS5 and the next generation of gaming. That being said, gameplay itself, gameplay itself, it played a lot like any other Souls game. And at the beginning, it's a bit more challenging simply because you have to manage your resources a bit better with the grass. I don't necessarily yes, the Estus is a preferable method, but I don't necessarily knock the whole, you have to have items, because, it doesn't change it too much. It's not too bad. Like I said, in the beginning, it's a bit tougher. I give that. Level design-wise, while the levels were great, they were detailed, they were varying, I fully, and I think I talked about this a little bit during the Let's Play as well, that what I think part of what makes especially Dark Souls 1 so amazing is that everything connects into itself. Every single area loops and leads to itself back to another area. Just think about the first real area you get to, Firelink Shrine, and how there's so many different pathways back to it. Each individual area as well, not only does it lead back to like a centralized kind of hub, centralized area, each path in especially Dark Souls 1 had multiple shortcuts that you can get to. That, yes, it took a while to get there, but once you got there, you're like, oh, what a relief. Yes, Demon Souls did have that kind of feel sometimes, but it was a rarity. It was a very rare thing that you got an actual, real shortcut that just chops off the whole map, and that you can just go straight to where you need it to be. And then the fact that there was only a bonfire, a save, a shrine, or whatever at the very beginning of the map and at the very end of a map, that to me is not great level design, because it makes it to where it becomes a nuisance whenever you die, rather than, okay, yeah, I died, but it's okay, I've got the shortcut that I've unlocked right here. I can just go, my Estus has been restocked, so I'm not having to worry about going through a whole bunch of finite material, finite resources. And that's where I feel like they definitely improved in their later games. They gave you an infinite resource for healing, so it didn't feel like such a chore whenever you did die. And this one, dying, especially if you've gone through a good map, like a good length of an area, oh god, it just at points I didn't want to. Just looking at the freaking swamp, all of that area, every time I died, that's why I would get so salty about it, is because it's like, well, great, now I've got to go through all of this bullshit again, because there is no real shortcut mechanic. Some maps had it, and those maps were great. Those were actually some of my favorite ones, because there was a shortcut. Going beyond that, I fully think that this was honestly the easiest Souls game, hands down. Not even a contest. There was no boss that really made me worry. There was no boss that at any point I was like, shit, I don't know how I'm going to defeat this guy. Even False King Allant there, right at the end, I never felt like I wasn't going to beat him. I never felt like he was insurmountable or anything like that. I didn't even have to switch to the Dragon Bone Smasher. I went to go get the Dragon Bone Smasher in favor of time, because I didn't want to sit here and keep fighting him. And not even keep fighting him, I wanted it to go a little bit quicker, to where it wasn't more of a war of attrition trying to use my axe to smack the shit out of him. So there was no real boss that I think gave me any issue. And so to me, that's the easiest one. The next easiest one would be like Dark Souls 2. But even then, there's some bosses in Dark Souls 2 that, even to this day, with how many times I've defeated the game or beat the game, there's some bosses that still make me not want to go fight them. But the bosses were very, very well designed. They were very unique. I never felt like I was just fighting a reskin of a boss or a redo of a boss. They all had differing mechanics. So the bosses, despite being not too challenging, I loved fighting almost every single one of them. Even some of the ones that come to mind that were super easy, like that guy right there, the blind old warrior, old hero. It was a cool fight, I think my favorite fight of the whole game is the Penetrator fight. I don't know why. I just really like that. Next to them would be the Storm King, because it's just spectacle. But they all felt really good. That being said, it's a game that I'm gonna play through and beat probably quite a few times on my own, really getting into the core and heart of it, doing some of the things I know I missed, like every single Dark World tendency or Black whatever world tendency. But I can't in all good consciousness or in all reality say that it was a game that I found particularly challenging, especially for a Souls title. I definitely see the influences that would later allow Miyazaki to propel the Dark Souls franchise and Bloodborne into the stardom and limelight that it has achieved today, the worldwide renown of, like, this is the pinnacle, this is the map of, like, difficult modern games, This was the starting point for that, and I see the influences there. And that might be an unpopular opinion. Some people might find this to be the hardest game. Some people might really find the finite resources to be an issue. And it's quite possible, in all reality, that my being a Souls veteran and having beaten Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne numerous times, that it played a massive hand, and it probably played a massive hand into why I found this game to be not as challenging as the others, and why I didn't have so much of an issue, was because I have the muscle memory and I have the understanding of how the later games played, and I have the built up over the last 3 or 4 years that I've been playing the Souls games. I have that innate understanding of the mechanics. So that probably went a long way. I've talked to some of my other friends, like I think I mentioned this as well, that I've talked to some of my other friends that have also played it, and they're not as much of like Souls veteran as I am, and they say that there's some hard, difficult stuff that it took them a long time to beat. I had one friend that told me that the man-eaters, that he went up against them numerous times and then finally was just like, I have to summon, because he couldn't beat them. So yes, I have to bear that in mind, that more than likely me being a Souls vet definitely played a hand into that. That being said, for this being the first PS5 game that I played for the channel, I think it was an amazing starting point. And I look forward to what's coming up later this year. The very next thing that's going to be happening at the time of this episode going up, I want to say it's probably about a week after this episode goes up, thereabouts, that Resident Evil Village is going to be releasing, so that's going to be the next Let's Play that we're going to be doing for the channel. So there's probably going to be a good week or so that I'm not going to have any videos uploading, because I'm not going to worry about playing anything just for a few days, just to have something going up. But Resident Evil Village will be happening. Some more planned Let's Plays for the channel this year is going to be Horizon Forbidden West, after I beat Horizon Zero Dawn. But we're going to do that. Pokemon later on this year, Diamond. Might do Returnal as well. Haven't fully decided on Returnal yet. But as well, now we've actually, God of War has been postponed till next year, so we'll have to see what we do maybe in the latter quarter of the year. But as for now, it does look like we're getting to the end of it, so I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this Let's Play, enjoyed my saltiness, even if it wasn't as entertaining as some of the other people watching them die repeatedly, since I didn't really die that much and didn't have too much of an issue with the boss. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll just let this finish out. Oh, we got the Maiden in Black's Demon Soul. Look at that. Wonder what happens. Oh.
Soul of the lost.
So do we just
vessel.
restart it immediately in New Game Plus?
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted.
Yeah,
so
I think
the
we just
world
start
might be
immediately from
mended.
New Game Plus.
So the world might be mended.
We start off with our body this time, though.
This is the Nexus. It holds together the northern land of Boletaria. Thou canst not quit the Nexus, but the 5 Archstones will guide thee to the outer lands.
Yeah, we just immediately start over a New Game Plus. Look at that. Alright, well, this is gonna end the series. So again, I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you could, share the playlist around, share the episodes around, leave me a like and a subscribe. Until next time, game on.